random read for whatever sign happens to come out on this. So, Aries. Okay, so these cards will be for Aries. Some of you could have Gemini or Taurus in your chart. You could be dealing with a Taurus. I literally just got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so again, Aries, with the way the dice landed, you could have Gemini or Taurus somewhere in your chart. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Taurus. You could also have water somewhere in your chart too, or you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Just these cards right here, this to me looks like someone may want to apologize, but I don't think there's any communication with this Two of Swords. This looks like, so if you've blocked someone, Aries, or if they've blocked you, someone could want to apologize, you or the other person. However that goes. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Okay. So if you are dealing with an earth sign, or if you're dealing with a Taurus specifically, they could also have fire very prominent in their chart. Or I don't want to read that. See, the King of Pentacles, when I see that card, when it's, you know, dealing with a person, this could be again, it could be an earth sign, but it could also just be someone who, they have like a, I don't want to say that, like a streak about them, like, you know, oh yeah, you know, they might say that they want commitment, but like they have this other side of them that is the complete opposite of that. The Queen of Cups repeating, and the Star. I think, okay, so this is either you or the person that you're dealing with. It's like somebody, it's not that they regret a commitment, but it's like they regret not being able to stick to it. And down here, it's like, you know, this person, I think they are, could be feeling like you're very defensive, or they're very defensive about their feelings for you, defensive about the actions that they took, and they still could want to apologize, or they could just be defensive about the actions that they took and know that they owe an apology. But I think this person, again, goes back and forth, like wanting to give this apology and then wanting to say fuck it. I almost think it's because they don't have any faith that this is going to go anywhere. It's like they have blocked hopes, like the fact that you blocked them, or the fact that you aren't speaking to them anymore, it makes them doubt whether or not they're going to be able to make this right. So it's like, why even bother? Maybe that's why they're so defensive about their feelings, or they fear being rejected. They feel like you're going to be defensive towards them. But this is just funny back here, this Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. It's like they don't regret this, or somebody doesn't regret this. It's just they're defensive over not being able to like hold up their side, and they want to apologize, but they're going back and forth on it because it's like they either can't get to you to apologize, or they don't think that you're going to accept it, Aries. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other way I want to read that. I do have Three of Cups energy here with the Queen of Cups repeating, and then the Page of Cups. So this person, maybe they don't have any hope for a reunion, but they're still trying to decide if they want to apologize. It kind of feels like it's like they know that they owe an apology, but they're defensive about it because it's like, well, even if I apologize, it's not going to make a difference. So I'm just going to whatever. But they keep coming back to, I owe this apology. But then, oh, well, it's not going to work, so I'm not going to do it. It's like they can't, excuse me. It's like they can't bring themselves to do it because they don't have any faith that it's even going to go through, but they keep coming back. It keeps being on their mind, I owe this apology. They just aren't making a decision about it. It's like sometimes they will dig their heels into their side of it or their perception of it or the way that they remember it, the way that they see the situation. Sometimes they'll dig their heels in with it, but then other times they'll be in two minds about it. And I think that's what I have here with these two kings. This person, it's like they go back and forth between being like super stubborn about this and like insisting on looking at it a certain way, but then they switch and they start to second guess themselves. And for some of you, it's like, you know, maybe they don't want to apologize because as bad as the situation was left, the idea of you rejecting them, if they should offer this apology or come to you with any type of small offer, would almost be not only be the thing that finally ends it, but then it would make it real. So it's like for some of you, this person doesn't want to apologize because they don't feel like it's going to be accepted. They don't feel like that this will be enough to heal the situation, and you rejecting them, like the actual act of you rejecting them, would solidify to this person that it really is well and truly over. Even if it already is, even if, you know what I mean, if you're out there and it's like, well, how could this person not know that it's over? You know, that type of thing. And it's something about if they were to actually be rejected by you, it would make it real. And that could be why they're going back and forth in their head about actually coming forward with this. It's like this person has two sides to them, and maybe, you know, one side wanted to commit to you, but then the other side, like, they didn't. I don't want to say wasn't able to, because of course you're able to if you want to do something, but it's like it's almost like this person couldn't rein themselves in. But they're stubborn about it. It's like this is a person that would justify what they do because it's their way. And they've always done it that way or something like that. But it's like they justify what they do. But then it's like they know the reality of it. Like they know that they're wrong. But then they go back and forth. Well, I only did it by this. But, you know, or I only did this because of this. But then when everything quiets down, then they're in their head about it because they know that they were wrong. But there's something about not wanting that final nail in the coffin with this whole situation. And it's like they can't make up their mind to either do it and get rejected or have you not accept it and it just letting it be done and over with, or continuing where they're at, because it's like until this ending, this person can have hope. If they don't move, they can have hope. If they don't come to you with this apology and they're not rejected, they can have hope that maybe you'll come back. If that makes sense. I don't think this way. That's what this person's thinking. It doesn't make sense to me, but in their mind, that's what it is. There's something, they don't want to leave the situation, nor do they want to mend the situation because they don't think it can be mended. But again, they can't drop it. They can't walk away from it. You know, if you didn't care about something anymore, you wouldn't give a fuck if it, okay, that's over, whatever. You know, shut the door to that and throw away the key. This person doesn't want to do that. They can't shut the door all the way. And they don't want to throw away this key. Do they think that they'll be able to open that door back up, that it won't get slammed in their face? I don't think this person is that optimistic, but it's that like in between. It's like almost like this person would rather remain in limbo than actually crossing over, if that makes sense. It's like they don't want it to be done. They kind of know, but to apologize and then have you actually confirm and make it real, this person doesn't want to do that. So, if that makes sense to anybody, hopefully, I don't know what to say about that. I don't understand that thought process, but hopefully that made sense to somebody. So, that's all I got.